You know, the guy that kind of struggled a little bit, you know, he stayed with it, and he's the guy who made the last shot, and that's all that counts. So, you know, these guys have grown up. I'm enjoying it, and we find a way to win, and we move on to the next one.
Archie, you hit a game winner. I always wanted to remind you of those moments.
Just trying to stay in the game and realize, hey, we still have a chance to win. You know, I had these 2 games, I've been absolutely terrible from the free throw line. And, I was just telling Coach, I figured out that on the last one I made, I figured out what adjustment I need to make. So I don't anticipate shooting like that again. But yeah, just that goes through your mind as a player. Like you want to win so bad, and when I make mistakes, I want to try to correct them. But Coach, they did a great job. The whole staff, the whole team was just encouraging me and telling me, hey, just stay with it. You're gonna come through for us when it counts. And I was just able to do that. But it started with Khalil. He made a great defensive play. The play before that, me and Twin trapped Green and got a steal in the layup too. So it wasn't just me. We did a great job together. And it was an ugly game, and we need those tests because at some point we have to be able to show like, okay, we can win easy games, we can win gritty games, like we can go shootouts. We have to be able to show it all, and we did that tonight.
Coach, there was for the players who won, there was a level of intensity out there. It got chippy a few times. I think that's ended up with 7 technicals. You know, this is a different atmosphere. What do you say to these guys? These are grown men. What are you saying during those moments? How are you coaching differently during that? Just talk about the intensity of the game today.
When you got one man on this side and one man on this side, and you got $1 million in the middle, what you think it's gonna be like? Okay? But these guys are professionals. It was just a chippy game. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really gonna get too escalated. But we both 2 teams that was battling and fighting, you know what I'm saying, for their lives. And that's what you got, that type of ending. And kudos to them for fighting and scrapping. You know, they didn't care that they was in our place. You know, they gave us everything they got. But, you know, this is Kentucky, and, you know, if more chances than one, especially with them, we find a way to win more times than Auburn does.
Coach, with an 11 game like this, getting to 79, what is kind of the mindset for your guys? How are they going to come out? What type of plays are you drawing up for these guys to go out and score and finish the game? Is there anything?
We figure out during games, you know, from a matchup standpoint. But man, I got some of the best guards in the business. All I got to do is put them in a situation to be successful, pick and roll. You know, these guys know how to play. So I don't have to do anything except draw up something specifically for the most part during a timeout. Other than that, I just let them play. But as you can see, defense wins games. That's what I'm more worried about than anything else. These guys know how to score, and they know how to execute. You got to let them do that and be them. But on the defensive end, we got to continue to sustain. And as you saw, when it really, really counted, we kept them from scoring 3 points 7 straight times, and that's what it's all about.
For Archie and Aaron, just wondering what it's like playing with DJ Burns from both just the on-court and then kind of the hype stuff that he's been doing with all the fans.
I mean, I think we all, not just the team or the coach, I think everybody in the building can appreciate what he's bringing to our team, because I mean it's just so much energy. He's just excited to be here. He he expresses how excited he is to be here and how grateful he is, and just to we all get inspired by that type of energy. So he helping the whole arena really. So we really need him, and we appreciate him for sure.
Sean, you said going in you were going to switch everything defensively, and it looked like that confused them, the other guys, at least throughout the first half. I don't know if they adjusted much in the second half, but how much do you think that played into your ability to guard tonight?
Well, I think everybody on this team can guard. You know what I mean? They made some tough shots. Even when they tried to ice Cantor, he still made them, you know what I'm saying, take tough shots. They made some, they missed some. But at least we're not getting snagged on a pick and roll situation or a wide open shot. And as you saw, all the shots that they made from 3 were challenged. They just made big shots. You know, I mean, Green Jr., you know, he was spectacular tonight. And we said that he had to score 30 to beat us. Well, he scored 20.
7 for 18.
You know, 7 for 18, you know what I mean? So he did his part, but he just wasn't enough for this La Familia team totally.
Archie and Aaron, you guys kind of have a little bit of time going up about a day and a half until your next game on Tuesday night. Keep the momentum going. What's that gonna be like for you guys? Anything in particular you guys are gonna prepare for? What's that look like?
Well, you know, the team that we're playing next is my old team, so I know a lot of those guys pretty well. I think that we'll do a great job of preparing for them because I know that they'll prepare for us well. I know they do. I think that we have the guys to win this thing. You see it, we have the talent. I mean, if you look, I'm looking at their numbers, 38% from the game from the field, 24% from the three. That's amazing defense. We shoot 45 and 31 from three, or 46 and 41 from three, or 31 from three for the game and 53 from the line. That's not us. So that just shows you the potential that we have. Once our offense is clicking like our defense is, we'll blow teams away. And with this next game that we have coming up, those guys will prepare for us. So I know we'll do a great job preparing for them, getting the rest that we need, getting shots, and we'll be locked in, ready for a fight.
Oh yeah, we excited to get back out there again. We're gonna get some rest. I think that a close game like that, I mean, we don't need motivation, but it motivates us. You know, it makes us make sure we on our game because everybody gonna give us their best shot. We all playing for Familia, like Coach said. So we excited. I'm definitely excited to get out there. I feel like we gonna play. It's gonna be fun to watch when we get our rhythm on offense. So I'm excited.
Coach, the Elam ending is very different. But when you guys needed 3 points, it seemed like it just kept going three after three after three. Archie shaking his head. When you got that steal, were you thinking this is an opportunity for me to maybe shorten the game a little bit there?
Well, when we got open ones, you know, these guys are shot makers. They just missed them. You know what I mean? We had three wide, maybe 4 wide open looks, okay?
Yeah.
You know, and just didn't go down. But here's the deal though. What has been our calling card? Defense. So we got 2 runouts to close the game off of our defense. So like they said, once our offense starts to click, these guys ain't gonna miss 3-4 shots, especially wide them threes in a row. It just happened tonight, you know? But our defense really shined and solidified everything. That's the reason why we stand up here on this podium. And that's the thing, that's the calling card. The offense comes and goes, but I don't see these guys from here on out missing that many wide open shots, especially coming down the stretch.
Yeah, and back to that play, like I was looking behind me because I wanted to shoot 3. But I saw that Green was right there, so I was like, let me just get a layup. And we just needed something. Because now, with us getting that layup, it puts more pressure on them to feel like they have to shoot a 3 because they needed a 3 to win. So now we know that we can take the 3 away totally because that's the only thing that can beat us. And that's all I was telling guys, like, overplay them. Like, don't even let these guys get the shot off. Like, overplay them and make them get to the rim and shoot a contested layup or something because they were trying to hunt a 3. But man, we did a great job defending, like I said. And when it counted, we locked up, and that's how we got the win.
Go back to DJ Burns for a second, Archie. Just what does he bring to you from an emotional level, and even for you, Coach Woods? You had him playing in the game, and then Elam ending there down the stretch. Just what's he bring on court as well?
Well, I know DJ. I recruited DJ. DJ played 2 years for me at Southern University, so DJ knows me, and that's the reason why we're so tight because our energy level and our passion for the game of basketball is the same. And when he was a freshman, you know, he led the league in rebounds. That's just who he is. And any team that he plays for, he enhances the energy level. That's just DJ Burns. And he's a great compliment to these guys. You know, everybody needs that glue guy, needs that energetic that keeps everybody going. And he never stops. And he's the X factor. And he's been the X factor. Him and Khalil both. And we need them, especially coming down the stretch and key moments like today.
Yeah, I think Aaron hit it right on the head. Like his energy has been amazing for us. The crowd is getting to it a lot with him, and really bring the energy when he gets going. And then you see it. He got stop after stop.
He made some big shots for us too.
He made some big shots as well. So, man, that's a guy that you love to play with because he brings the little things and the intangibles that might not go on the stat sheet all the time, but they count towards winning. And you need guys like that. And he's been doing a great job of that for us. And I couldn't be happier for him. Like, Like, we don't win this game without him.
Archie, after a game like this, for you, free throw line, is that something you flush, or do you kind of use that as like motivation?
You gotta flush it. If I don't flush it, then it'll trickle over to the next game. Like, I've never shot free throws this bad in my life. 2 for 6 yesterday, or 5, and then 2 for 9. I've never done that in my life. I know it's just corrections that I need to make. I've already, recognized what it is. So I'm gonna go shoot some after we leave here. I'm gonna go shoot some free throws, and then I'll be ready for the next game. But you gotta flush it. Just work on it and be ready for the next game.
Coach, this is for anybody, but Willie Cauley-Stein really impacted the second half for you guys. Like, what was that for him to help you guys pull out a win?
Well, that's Willie, that's what he does. He's unlike anybody in this tournament, and that's one of the reasons why he was so amazing and so interesting as a UK basketball player. You're talking about 7'1" that has guard speed, but has a wingspan of almost 8 feet that can move his feet and guard 1 through 5. And that was a big reason that they couldn't get a shot off, because they were trying to switch and trying to ISO him and shoot. He may be the toughest defender to get a 3 off on.
I know you guys touched on it, but coming off a big blowout just 2 days ago, what was the adjustment like to come out today and meet a much heavier challenge kind of the whole way through?
Well, you gotta know that this team is much better than the team we played before. Like Archie said, coming down the stretch, we just gotta do a better job from an offensive standpoint. Take advantage of that. He knows he's not gonna miss those type of free throws again. And if we do that, now the game's not as close. We went 5-6 possessions, didn't score. Well, that team's good enough, They keep throwing it up, sooner or later the ball's gonna fall. And that's what it is. That team's no slouch, but you can't not score 8 straight times and expect them not to score either. So, a lot of it's on us. That won't happen again, but we found a way to win, which showed our character. And if it wasn't for the fans, this is True Blue, and True Blue won the game tonight. We're True Blue, they're True Blue, and that's what won the game.
Guys, kind of going off that, just real quick, talk about what it's been like to have the support, of the entire Memorial Coliseum and all of Big Blue Nation, just being able to play here, just kind of come back to, your guys' roots, be able to practice and joke crap, and just kind of have the energy of not only the men's team, but, the support staff and everybody here to kind of make things a lot more smooth and seamless for you all. What's that been like?
Well, my job's not just to be the coach. The reason why I took this job, because I'm true. This place holds a great deal in my heart. And these guys were only here for a short amount of time, especially Archie. And my job is to let them know how relevant and how appreciative they are with Big Blue Nation. And it takes a while, because when you're gone, you're only here 8 months. You don't get it. You get it while you're playing in Rupp for a little bit, but their mindset is not on that. Now they're grown men and they're coming back and they're realizing, man, we were somebody here. We did accomplish things, and these people who are in the Commonwealth really appreciated us and will always. And it's shown tonight and the last night in every game we play by the crowd and enthusiasm that shows up here in Memorial Coliseum.